Hey Roger. Glad to see you could make it to the meeting.
Thanks, Chaz. I wasn't sure I would make it in time. I have been trying to finish my reports and I just can't seem to get things done like I should.
That's too bad. You usually bang those out without any problems. What seems to be the problem?
I had a little accident on a camping trip last weekend.
Really? I hope that it isn't serious.
I'll be okay. Just a silly little thing, really. I had been on a short wilderness hike and had a backpack full of wag bags blow up on me as I was loading my camping gear back into my car.
So much for leave no trace. Sounds like you left a hell of a mess.
That's not the worst of it. The doctor said I must have inhaled the cloud and said that I picked up a nasty cranial E. coli infection.
I have never heard of such a thing. It sounds serious.
It's not really serious, nor is it that rare. Doc said that quite a few people suffer from this disease. It even has its own name.
Really? And what is that?
The doctor called it shit for brains and said that I could probably function just fine in my present job until it clears up.
Well, good. Say, can I get you a beer? The big guy rented the place for the night and we've got an open bar.
That's really nice. His generosity is beyond measure.
Not really. He put it all on the state credit card.
Wow. I didn't realize that state government was so similar to the feds.
What reports were you working on? Is there anything I can do to help?
I am working on the justification for the parks warden and I need to come up with some numbers on the violation rate to show why we need to hire more parks personnel.
I suggest you look at how many tickets the wardens have written in the parks.
Tried that. There really aren't that many.
How about reported complaints? I think that they keep pretty good records at Tipmont.
I looked there too. The problem is, when we pulled our funding at Tipmont, we lost our ability to control or direct the report system. I had to hand sort through all the violations to locate parks violation reports.
What did you come up with?
Sadly, most of the violations in the parks involved hunting or fishing.
I hope you are including the fish and game violations in your report.
I am. I also found that I could more than triple the violations if I include statistics from the fishing access sites as well.
Good stroke, Roger. Nobody will question your statistics since you are the only person anal enough to sort through 27,000 Tipmont reports.
Hey, I thought of something. Why don't we just pick a number? They'll buy it. We could say there are hundreds of thousands of violations.
Roger, that's a good idea. But wait. If there are only 27,000 Tipmont reports, that would mean there would have to be at least 4 violations per report.
Maybe I should say many thousands of violations.
That's better. How many thousand? They know you counted.
Maybe I should say numerous. How are you coming on the funding plan?
Well, it is a little tight. We've been hiring people like crazy since the organizational change and for some reason there is less money available than before.
Have you looked at the wildlife division? They've got almost 3/4 of the funding.
I have. We tried turning the wildlife management areas into parks. We tried putting parks in wildlife management areas, but we keep running into accounting problems.
Can we get her fired?
No. She does nothing wrong.
Can we discredit her?
No. She knows too much and it will likely come back to us.
What about her friends? Surely she has someone in her life who could embarrass her by association.
Now there's a thought. I know she runs during her lunch break and we could probably make something of that. It doesn't have to be true, it just has to smell bad. We'll pass it on. I have been working on a little idea that should generate quite a bit of money for our parks wardens. We could take over the snowmobile and off-highway vehicle enforcement. We administer part of the budget, so it would be very little problem to lay claim to the entire account.
Great idea, Chaz. We could make a play for the water safety money as well. That should keep our division in Fat City.
You know, I think you've got something there, Roger. We could justify the claim by showing a need to patrol the waters next to our parks. Say, let's go get that beer now.